My grandpa is the kind of man who lives for simple joys. He wakes up before the sun, grabs his old tackle box, and heads down to the lake behind his property. He doesn't need fancy rods or expensive lures, just a cane pole, a bit of bait, and quiet water. Fishing is his peace. But peace doesn't sit well with HOA Karen. See, my grandparents' home sits on land that's been in our family for 3 generations. Their property stretches right to the shoreline of the lake, with a dock that Grandpa built himself 50 years ago. Long before any planned community or HOA sprouted up on the other side of the water. Then came the HOA development, a cluster of overpriced McMansions with manicured lawns and rulebooks thicker than Bibles. They wanted lake access but didn't own the waterfront. Instead, the developer negotiated an easement with my grandparents. In exchange for a hefty fee, the HOA could use a designated strip of shoreline as a community dock. That easement was worth millions. Without it, the neighborhood's lakefront homes were just homes with a view. So one morning, Grandpa is fishing from his dock like always. Along struts HOA Karen, president of the association, queen of clipped words, clipboard clutched like a weapon. "You can't fish here," she barks. Grandpa squints at her from under his hat. "This here's my dock. I've been fishing here longer than you've been alive." Karen crosses her arms. "The lake is for HOA members only. If you don't leave, I'm calling the police." Grandpa chuckles. "Go ahead. I'll tell them the same thing. This dock, this shoreline belongs to me. Not your little club." Karen doesn't like being defied. She whips out her phone and dials 911, announcing loud enough for the neighbors to hear that an unauthorized trespasser is illegally fishing in their lake. 3 minutes later, a patrol car pulls up. But when the officer steps out, he doesn't head toward Grandpa, he heads straight for Karen. "Ma'am, we got the call. But our records show this property belongs to him." He nods at Grandpa. "Not the HOA. And unless you want to be cited for filing a false report, I suggest you stop wasting our time." Karen turns red. "This is our lake. We pay fees to maintain it." That's when Grandpa drops the hammer. Calm as ever, he pulls a folded document from his tackle box, the original easement agreement. "Ma'am, you don't own this lake. You rent a sliver of shoreline from me, for your dock. And I can cancel that agreement anytime if you violate the terms." He taps the paper. "Harassing me on my own property? That's a violation." Karen's smug smile falters. The officer raises his brows. "Sounds like he's right. Might want to walk away before you lose more than just face." But it was already too late. Grandpa called his lawyer the same afternoon. Within a week, the easement was officially revoked. The HOA lost all rights to lake access. Their shiny community dock? Illegal. Their lakefront amenities? Gone. Realtors had to relist dozens of homes without water access, slashing their value overnight. The total hit to the HOA? Over $2 million in lost property value. As for Karen, the neighborhood turned on her fast. She went from barking orders at barbecues to hiding inside her house, too embarrassed to show her face. Eventually, she resigned as HOA president, muttering something about unreasonable property owners. Grandpa? He still fishes every morning from his dock, except now he has the whole shoreline to himself. And whenever he catches a fat bass, he grins and says, "Worth more than $2 million to me."